All right, class of Chem 305. Well, first of all, my name is Kyle Philpott, and I'm going to walk you through how to make an input file using Avogadro, which you downloaded, and should be very easy to download since previous videos or instructions provide the steps to do so. So with downloading an input file, you're going to use Avogadro. So let's open Avogadro. Now, what I'll do is you have to make both the nucleophile, the leaving group, and the the starting material, along with the final product. So those all have official names, which can be seen in A, B, C, or D. So we'll come back to this headers portion in a little bit, but let's just get used to Avogadro first. So with Avogadro, you're going to see in the top left corner, there's going to be something that says carbon. So let's say we want to make the fluorine ion, so fluoride. You would click the scroll bar, go down to fluorine, and then now you would left click on the screen like that. So you have your fluorine, but it also has a hydrogen. And because we want an ion, we want to get rid of that hydrogen. So what you will now do is click on the adjust hydrogens, get rid of that, and then you will right click on the hydrogen to get rid of it. From there, you'll go up to the top where there's this little E, and I don't really know if you need to do it for this since there's no hydrogens, but I just do it anyways. So you optimize it, you click start, wait like 2 seconds, and then click stop. So that's how you create a fluorine. Let's say we wanted to create an OH minus. To do that, well, let's go back. So if you mess up, which I did a lot, all you do is click edit, undo until the mistake is gone. And now we have a new page. So let's go back to the drawing tool. You see we're at a fluorine. Now let's say we want to do an oxygen. So click oxygen. Again, let's actually click adjust hydrogens, so reset everything. I found it would be less complicated if I created the molecule when I always had adjust hydrogens on, and then if I needed to get rid of it, I would just click it off. Otherwise, it just makes things weird. So I would recommend doing it that way, in that order. So oxygens, here we have 2 hydrogens. Now we click on the adjust hydrogens to get rid of it. So now we're able to do so. Right click on a hydrogen, and then we'll optimize it. So here, because it has a hydrogen, we'll actually be able to see how that changes. They'll just spread out a little bit from each other. It's a gradual change, and then you stop. So that's your hydrogen ion. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one of the starting materials. Let's just do, is it CH3OH? So let's do CH3OH. And from there, I'll show you how to save it and what you need to do so you can then go to MoCalc and figure out the enthalpy. And keep in mind, these next steps that I'll be showing, you will do the same for a hydrogen, for a hydroxide, so what we just made, an OH minus, a fluorine, and all the other things you have to make. So the products, the starting materials, leaving groups, and halides. So let's just undo. All right. So we're going to go to the drawing tool, click on carbon. So we're going to click on carbon. Oh, so you see right here how I didn't have adjust hydrogens? So this is a good learning opportunity. If you don't click on adjust hydrogens, like I said to do before, what happens is no hydrogens appear, and we want hydrogens to appear. So I'm going to redo that. And that's good you saw that, because I as well made that mistake many times. So adjust hydrogens, carbon, it should come up with 4 like we see. That's great. Now we want to have an OH group. So we want a methyl and an OH. We will do oxygen, and then we will left click on one of the hydrogens and replace it for an oxygen group like that. And that comes with a hydrogen as well. So that's all good. We don't need to adjust any hydrogens. So we will then go to optimization energy, click start, and then stop. As long as you see it change, you can just click stop right after. There's nothing really specific with that. So what I first would recommend doing, let's say you do need to come back to Avogadro, I would click File and then Save. And save that. So what I do, it says Untitled CML. I would type in CH3OH, just the molecular formula of whatever you made, and then I save it under Downloads. So you have that. Now we need to save it as an IMP in order to transfer it over to MelCalc. So with that, we're going to open up OneNote and go into the headers. So as you can see, there's a bunch of different codes here. So this one is for like OH, etc. These are for halides. For the products and the starting materials, this one's for transition states, but for the products and the starting materials, you're going to use this code. And I'll show you why in a second. So copy and paste this all. Click copy, go back to Avogadro. Now what you're going to do is, I don't think you can see, there we go. You're going to want to go up to extensions, go to games, click input generator, and delete everything above the $data sign, and then paste what you just copied. And then click generate. So because I saved it before, it already has the molecular formula. Otherwise, if it didn't, I type this anyway, and you want to save it as an IMP. Now from here, we'll show you what to do on MelCalc.